HappyThumbsGaming. Booyah Show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the prologue of Lollipop Chainsaw. This is going to be one of our only walkthroughs here for this, unless we get a lot of feedback from you guys requesting more. But I will shut up and kind of let you watch and indulge in this awesomeness. Booyah Show. Dun, dun, dun. Pigtails, check. Blonde, check. Blue eyes, check. Busty, check. Chainsaw, check. Cheerleader outfit, check. Zombies, check. Dude, this is an overload right here. And I can't express what I mean by overload. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, doesn't look good. Psych. Many colors in the homo rainbow. Dude, that is some precision kicking right there. It's more than disturbing that that ended up in the baby carriage. Alright, so here's our star, Juliet. Looking nice and fit. We'll leave it at that, being that it's a digital, you know. Alright, so as always, for our walkthroughs, we've got this sped up a little bit, so if she looks a little jerky, that's because I've sped it up. It's running about 2 times. And we did this just so we could kind of plow through this without wasting a bunch of your time. And like I said, we did go slow-mo for the old whatchamahoozits, for the cinematic scenes. Alright, so this is a good place for the Leapfrog Trophy, but we have another video for that. We didn't do it here in our first playthrough. All cards on the table here. This game had us so excited. We just started playing it. We looked around. We didn't really see any reason that level difficulties mattered on any level. So, for recording purposes, it's always best to go easy. So, we left it easy, and then once we did a little research, we found out that you in fact needed to play on hard mode in order to find all the lollipops. So we are kind of still learning here, so that's kind of another reason why we're not super set on putting out walkthroughs right away. Our goal, first of all, is to make sure we get all the non-story related trophies out. But we figured we'd give you a little taste of this for those who are on the fence or who know nothing about Lollipop Chainsaw. I've been waiting for this for a long time, as most of you know by now. I'm a huge zombie nerd. Love me some zombie slaughtering of all sorts. And you had a cheerleader in there. I was a little skeptical at first. I'll be honest. Like it wasn't something that I was totally like raving for. But once it got closer and I learned more about it, I was quite fond of the whole idea of the game. If you haven't figured it out by now, it's it's kind of like if you were to take God of War and replace Kratos with a hot teenage cheerleader girl. And replace like his, god powers and replace them with just, witty banter and, teenage, oh my gosh, type statements. And then, obviously there's no bad guys, demons, or deities or anything from the Greek legends. It's all zombies. But as far as gameplay goes and, button mashing style, that's ultimately, I guess, where I'm getting at here with the connection between God of War and that. Otherwise, there's no connection at all. They're totally different games. Graphics these are obviously more comic style, where God of Wars are. Alright, enough God of War. Let's get on with this. Alright, so serious ass whooping. It's pom-poms and lots of kicking. In the loading screens, it says soften them up with the pom-poms and finish them with the chainsaw. But it's quite clear that although it does take a little bit more effort to swing that chainsaw around, it does more damage. Alright, so here is the first lollipop that we come across in this. So, and back to my story about the hard and easy difficulties. So basically, in the easy difficulty, there are 3 lollipops in this first prologue area, whereas in the hard mode, there are 4. So I just kind of spliced in that 4th one after I went back and played the hard one, because there was a couple trophies we earned here, and I don't know. We just looked better because it was on easy, I'll be honest. That's another big difference between the difficulties is that on easy you can carry up to 9 lollipops for restoring your health. Which, if I haven't mentioned that yet, that's how you gain health, is by sucking on lollipops. Once you, like right there, we found one back there. Obviously, we've actually found 2. We found one on the bus. That was just a health lolly. We're doing some leapfrogging. And then there's some hidden lollipops, 40 total. There's a lot of collectibles and a lot of things to find. There's a lot of zombies, different types. We're not 100% yet, but we assume that you get all of those just by playing the story, just running across the different zombies. That may not be true. There may be some hidden areas or something that we'll come across. Basically, I think the game plan, like I said, is that we're going to go ahead and play the game and get the obtainable trophies, get those up, and we may come back and do a walkthrough. We always record our stuff, so. But so far, I love this game. It is a lot of fun. My only complaint is my hand gets tired from pushing so many damn buttons. As of late, I have not been playing a lot of button mashers, so my hands have gotten lazy. My thumbs have been extraordinarily happy. Today, not so happy. I got some angry thumbs right now. But they're happy angry thumbs because I'm having fun. So as we continue to whoop ass here, we are about to obtain our first trophy for the level here, which is rescue all of your classmates, which happens to be 3 classmates. We rescued the guy back on the pole, and we also got the... Well, this is the 3rd one. Booyakasha, booyakasha! Alright, and trust me, there's a huge difference in gameplay between easy and hard. So there you go, you can see we got the trophy there. Also got a little recommendation there to buy jelly beans. Phone call. Save it up. It's also a lot of phone messages. Again, I assume most of those are based off of the story. And I say that because the ones we've seen so far don't seem to have any kind of... it's not like we ran up and found it like a lollipop. It's just once we got to a certain area, the phone rings and it automatically picked it up. Alright, so here's the chop2shop.com. We're going to go ahead and take advantage of another trophy here too. This one requires you to buy an item from the shop and actually use it. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. It's called the Zombie Hunter Apprentice. Buy a combo at the chop2shop.com and use it, or .zom, whatever. And basically what we just bought our first combo. We upgraded our style fighting here, and it's just going to be square, square, triangle, or X, X, Y. On Xbox? It's been a while. I haven't played much Xbox lately, I'll be honest. Booyakasha! There we go. So not only did we get a sparkle, we also got the trophy right there. So be sure to take advantage of that. That's something that you could do at any point along the way. If health is more important to you in the early stages, especially if you're playing on hard mode, I suggest maybe getting some more health. Alright, here's Lolly number 3. Even though it says number 2 there, they definitely are... It's weird. They're out of order by the number you find them in the game. Because obviously, it would be weird for you to get 1 and then get number 2 and then come back and get number 3, which we've already got. Almost doesn't make sense. Maybe a programming error, maybe not. Definitely makes things a little bit more confusing for us collectors. So, how to cook a zombie. They prompt you to push start there and check it out. Basically, this is a lot of how-to tips and, you know, things that pop up on the screen during gameplay. And if you happen to miss them, you know, you can come back to them. And I'm sure there's some other ones that you haven't seen as well. I love how they utilize the chainsaw in these, you know, connecting areas. Obviously, they didn't have to put anything there, but it almost makes it kind of like a puzzle at times. And I'm hoping that there's some more areas that you know, might be a little bit more challenging, not as obvious as that one was. Again, it might be because of the easy mode too. Alright, so right about here coming up is when we did the edit for the for that 4th lollipop, because right now you can see if you look all the way down at the end of the street, there's no lollipop there at the gate. Not that gate, the other way. Once we turn around here. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, we still haven't, there's also a trophy for beating your dad's score on all the levels. We have yet to figure out the best way to get combo points. I mean, it seems like the Sparkler Hunter is the best way to get points, but at the same time, you know, our combos haven't necessarily added up like we wanted them to, and our scores have not surpassed our dad's scores. So that might be something that once you beat the game, you get some cheats or some extra perks, or maybe just all the combos allow you to do cooler things to get more points, or build up your special awesome ass-whooping rainbow power that we're about to unleash the fury here in a second. So there is a trophy too. I read somewhere that someone believed this might be the first trophy that every player that plays it gets 100% on, meaning that there won't be one person that's ever played this game that doesn't get this trophy. And it's kind of a perverted trophy. It's called I Swear I Did It By Mistake, and it's peeping under Juliet's skirt. So far we've played the prologue on easy and on hard, and we have refrained from doing such. Part of me says let's just get it out of the way and let's just do it, but alright, so on easy, these guys are not here. And it's kind of funny because in a minute they actually introduce characters with health bars above their head are more difficult to defeat. But yet here is the first time we actually see them. I was trying to hold off on using my ass whoop powers, but I didn't want to die. I'll be honest, I'd already died once or twice right there. There's a lot of guys you gotta kill. Didn't have very much power. But there's the 4th lolly. It's actually in the right order, so maybe the other ones will be in the right order too. Maybe they just messed up on those first 2, added that one. I have no idea. Okay, here we go again. Another phone call. As you can see, I didn't like find a telephone anywhere or anything. It just started ringing. And this is back on easy now. Once I slid through over there, you may have saw the other, maybe you didn't. But it doesn't matter. We're back on easy, and I did that because we do beat the hazmat guys here in a minute. So difficulty a lot easier to beat these guys. I found you can kick their ass right off the bat. If you do the jumping flying kick right now, it knocks them both back, and then you can run up. And as long as they have the little stars floating above their head, like the old tweet 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 cartoon style, like you got knocked out, you can use your chainsaw and it will kill them. So as soon as you knock them down to that point, you can do that. Or you can just use your special power. So you can see I had them twice, and I didn't get it built up that fast. It's because I made an edit between the easy and the hard mode. So got the trophy for beating the hazmat guys, and then we go into another cutscene.
Nick? Nick, are you
here?
No. It's okay to come out.
Where are you?
Nick? Oh, please.
Juliet!
It's funny how the zombies like talk trash. It's almost like an old George Romero, early Dawn of the Dead. Not the remake, but the early one. Brains. Shit was kind of funny. That dude just got chopped in half.
You okay, Juliet?
Yes, Are you?
Look at this. Anybody else think it's weird that that doesn't have a heart, but yet it's pumping out?
I don't know what that means. What does it mean?
Oh no. It can't be.
I feel it in me. I'm gonna become one, huh? Fuck. I'm screwing up your birthday, aren't I? I'm sorry, Juliet. I don't want to fuck up your birthday.
My birthday? Don't worry about that. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Listen.
I just
know it's
farted.
Stupid. We just started getting serious, but I wanted you to know. I know I've never said it or anything, but
Bummer deal.
Sort of, you know,
Boyfriend dies in the opening scene.
love you.
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, I fucking love you. Oh.
No. Womp, womp, womp.
No.
But wait.
There's something we can try. It's the only chance we have to save you.
Juliet? What the fuck?
I do not
You too, baby.
envy this guy any longer. Yikes. Wow, what a crazy prologue. That's going to go ahead and wrap up the Lollipop Chainsaw Prologue walkthrough where we got the 4 lollies and saw a couple different zombies. Crazy game. Totally loving it. Can't wait to play more. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and get those trophies up for you guys. If you guys want it and request it, we might end up coming back and doing the walkthrough for the whole game. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to comment, vote, subscribe if you like what we're doing. Get on over to Twitter. A couple days left on that contest. Better hurry up and get on over there. All right, now. Till next time.